Everybody says, "Oh, you're such a pessimist," you know. I no, I'm excited. You know, I get sexually stimulated thinking about all the bargains that are going to be on the street. You know, I mean, it's going to be bargains everywhere. But everybody else, "Oh, you're pessimistic." No, I'm actually optimistic. So anyway, so you're very smart. You know, when I study business. Guys who start right after a crash do very well most of the time.
It's work for us, you know, whether it was smart, luck, or wise, or a little bit of all that, we'll take it. As long as we did rolled it up that way.
I didn't know what else to do, so I just started this.
Worked out for us. But so somebody's watching this and, okay, Robert, it's you're saying this while, you know, 2008, 2009, Dow drops off and it goes down to, I don't know what the number was. It goes down to 6,500 at one point. And I don't know the exact month on when it hit, but it hit 6,500 points. And
it was at 14.
And it was at 14, and it went to 65. So that's 50%.
Yeah.
You could have bought Ford stock at that time, I think like 75 cents or a dollar, and all these other things that took place at the time. Everything was cheap to buy, right? So that takes place, and then we go from 6,500 to 16,000 to 29,000. And I have a friend of mine where I said, hey, you remember that one book Harry Dent wrote? I don't know if you remember Harry Dent when he wrote a book talking about the fact that the Dow is going to go to 42,000, et cetera, and the opposite happened, right?
Blew my head.
The great boom, yes. And then there was the other book, which is like, well, it's going to be the opposite. The market's going to tank, and the market went up. So my buddy said, whatever Harry Dent writes, do the opposite. Okay, I don't know if you remember this book.
Harry is a friend of mine. Harry, you have the saying about you?
We're taking your counsel, except my buddy says do the opposite. And then there was another book that was written where you read Good to Great, and you're hearing all these stories he has in there about Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. That book was a big book, Collins, for quite some time, the Red Book by Jim Collins. And the principles haven't changed, but some of the stories of the companies, had changed. I think use Kmart and some of these other stores. So it's 29,000 right now. Somebody may be watching this saying, listen, there's a 70, 80% chance Trump is going to get reelected the way it's going right now. This impeachment's not going to go anywhere. He's going to get reelected. Joe Biden's not going to be able to debate against the guy. Bernie has some arrogance, but they're not going to let Bernie get the superdelegates because the superdelegates are going to go to Joe, maybe Warren, maybe it's a broker convention. Bloomberg comes in, he's setting up offices all over the place, you're all over the country, spending all this money. He's worth $54 billion, he can do it. But there's the optimists that say, Robert, I don't know. I think Dow's going to go to 35, 40, 45. I think it's time to double down right now. I think things are going to be good the next 4 years, 5 years. I just don't know 6 years from now, but I do know 4 or 5 years from now. What would you say to something like that?
So will you guarantee it?
Absolutely not.
See, I'm not in the stock market, so I'm not the guy to ask. And I just don't trust the market because it's so manipulated. I mean, I'm not saying, that book on fake money, fake teachers, fake assets, Dow. This book, Who Stole My Pension, I write about what is America's #1 export. Do you know what it is? Toxic assets. 2008 was Wall Street.
Toxic
Assets.